Hello, my friends, and welcome to our next camping adventure. Cheers to you, folks. Well, we've got a pretty nice day and finally a break in the humidity, so I'm pretty happy about that. I just want to tell everybody out there how much I appreciate y'all coming along on my little camping adventures. I truly do. So with that being said, let's get red going. Everybody out there, y'all buckle up, grab your beverage of choice, and let's get headed in that direction. You folks take care. Excuse me. You folks take care, and I'll see you when we get there. Let's go. All right, my friends, we got red situated in our little pull-off campsite. That's pretty much what it is. It's pretty tiny, but I'm not complaining. We got a nice shade tree for our picnic table and our fire ring, but holy catfish. This is what we're camping next to tonight, my friends. Oh, that's amazing. Well, everybody, I'm going to get a couple things organized and pull a chair out of red, and we're going to have a seat. Appreciate y'all hanging in there. Y'all take care, and well, we'll catch up directly. Oh. Cheers to you, my friends. Oh, I do believe I just heard something jump in the water back behind us. Or maybe a fish coming up. I don't know. But that's okay, because I brought a fishing pole. We're pretty fortunate because I was able to get out earlier than normal to get down here to this campground, which, as I said, is pretty fortunate. Because since I've been here, there's been at least 3 other people move in proximity to us. One just down this way, one over my shoulder, and one across from us. And I even had, there's somebody, they brought a camper down here, they pulled in this little loop and asked me, "Are you camping here?" And I go, "Yes, I am." So they're looking for a spot right now, because I think this is probably one of the prime spots down here in this campground. I mean, the campsites are on the small side, but as you can see behind me, some of them are pretty nice. Oh my gosh, here comes a nice breeze too. Oh, that feels pretty nice. Our temperatures are in the 80s today, but our humidity, fortunately, is pretty low. So I'm grateful for that. And since I did get down here early, I was hopeful, and I did bring a fishing pole. So here in a little bit, I'm going to spin the chair around and see if we can catch, well, hopefully a fish, and let's see if we can catch 2. That'd be pretty nice. There's somebody on the 4-wheeler moving in the campsite right over here I just mentioned. But I digress, my friends. For dinner tonight, I'm planning on making grilled cheese. There goes somebody else. Oh my gosh, this is getting busy. Where was I? My apologies. Oh, for dinner, I'm planning on making something very simple down here at the campground. Some Sloppy Joe grilled cheese sandwiches. That'll be pretty good later this evening. But for right now, my friends, I'm going to just relax. It was a long drive down here. Enjoy this joker. And then we'll see about breaking out that fishing equipment. So everybody out there, appreciate you hanging in there. Pardon me. I'm a little froggy today. Appreciate y'all hanging in there. And, well, we'll catch up in a little bit. Well, my friends, I think we're going to put the fishing gear away for now. I was out there watching my bobber, and all of a sudden a turtle the size of a dinner plate come up right next to it. He ducked under, but I imagine he'll make an appearance. If he does, I'll see if I can get him on camera. Oh my goodness. All right, my friends, let's get our dinner going. I'm getting hungry. So I've got 1 pound of 80/20 hamburger in here. We got to get that browned up first. So let's get going. All right, once I get this all browned up and degrease the pan, then we'll move on to our next step. Appreciate y'all hanging in there. All right, my friends, we're ready to get our Sloppy Joe mixture in there, and I'm going with the Manwich Bold because I had a can in my pantry. There we go. Activity's picking up in the campground. All right, my friends, I'm gonna bring this up to a simmer and get our other pan over here and get ready to make the grilled cheese portion of our Sloppy Joe grilled cheese. All right, the Sloppy Joe portion is pretty much ready, and I just started warming up our pan for the grilled cheese portion. But now we got to butter our bread. So what I've been doing is, as the pan's warming up, I melt the butter and then just kind of paint in the bread. Works pretty well. And it doesn't tear up the bread. Well, that's one. All right, let me get the other one done and then we'll start putting this joker together. Let's go this way. All right, we're ready to go. So I'll take our first piece of bread, turn that heat down just a little bit. Oops, that's the wrong way. At least till we get it put together. And what I brought some mozzarella cheese. Throw away one slice right there. Get our Sloppy Joe stuff here. Now I brought a slotted spoon so I don't get it quite so much of the sauce. Because that bread's just gonna, it's just gonna be messy. There we go. And then I take a second slice, because that's just personal preference. And there we go. So it shouldn't take too long and this sandwich will be done. All right, my friends, I'm ready to eat. I went ahead and made 2 sandwiches. So this one's been cooling for a bit, so let's see how we did. That is pretty good. Holy catfish. Oh, I swear, we're in the shade, but it feels like it actually warmed up a little bit since we got here. Oh, and I just brought some dill pickle spears to go with it too. I always have dill pickle with any kind of grilled cheese. That's just me personally. Oh, that hits the spot. Holy cow. Sorry, my friends, I'm pretty hungry. All right, with that being said, I'm going to tear into dinner here. And then, well, hopefully if the time it right, there'll be time to get our campfire going and get all the mess cleaned up. So, everybody, appreciate y'all coming along. Y'all take care, and I'll see you after dinner. Whew. Here's the sloppy part. Here it comes. That's some good stuff. why I call it Sloppy Joe for a reason. Dragonfly. Dragonfly just came over and landed on me. Well, let's get our campfire going, my friends. Oh my goodness. Whoops. I got sauce on me. Go figure. Got some boaters out there now. I didn't knock it over. All right, my friends, I'm going to tend to this and start getting that dinner mess cleaned up. We got a decent amount to take home, too. It's pretty nice. Ah. I've already got our leftovers in the cooler, my friend. That's always mission one. Cheers to you, my friends. Been relaxing here listening to our friends the frogs again. Now, if you're curious, that is the northern cricket frog. Those jokers are only about an inch big, but they can make a ruckus. Here in Indiana, we just call them clicky frogs because it sounds like just a clicking noise. But that's pretty nice. I'll enjoy relaxing in the back of Red later tonight listening to that, that's for sure. Oh, and this afternoon it was pretty nice. I mean, we didn't catch a fish, unfortunately, but in all, I'm not surprised. I mean, this campsite's right on the water and probably gets a ton of fishing pressure. So, fish, I mean, it's a fish, but they're still not, they have somewhat of an intelligence. They know to stay away from an area, or the area's just been fished out. It could go either way. Oh my goodness. Oh, but it was fun because I got some footage of a little baby turtle swimming up by the bank. That was pretty neat. And then later on, I saw its big brother, I guess. That joker is a good-sized turtle. Just it was like a submarine just came up right next to my bobber, just stared at it, and I went, nope. Reeled that line in because the last thing I want to do is try to, oh my gosh, drag that joker up on the bank and then try to get a hook out of its mouth. Oh man, I've done it in the past, and it's a chore, and that's an understatement. But in all, it was a nice, peaceful afternoon. It's been a relatively busy campground. There's been a lot of people traveling around, but so far the neighbors have been pretty quiet. That's pretty nice. Oh, and dinner was really good too, and that was just real simple. But basically sloppy joes, but in a grilled cheese form. And when I make mine, you use whatever cheese you want, but I like mozzarella cheese on mine. I think it makes a pretty good combination. Oh my gosh. And my mom used to make something similar to that, but in the oven. Take your bread, and then you put your sloppy joe mix on top of it and a slice of mozzarella cheese. Throw it in the oven and bake it for a few minutes. And she called those pizza burgers. And so I guess this is my grilled cheese version of the pizza burger. But they're pretty tasty and really simple. Ah. Oh my goodness. Well, my friends, I need to tend to this fire because, like I said, we got a little bit yet before it's time to call tonight. But I just want to tell everybody out there how much I appreciate y'all coming along on this little camping adventure. I truly do. This was just a great break to get away from everything, come out here, be fortunate enough to sit by the water. Oh my gosh, it was just really nice all the way around. So everybody out there, again, appreciate y'all coming along. Y'all take care. I'll see you in the morning. Good morning, campers. Cheers to you, my friends. And it is a pretty nice morning, temperature-wise, all the way around. And the birds are out. And our little clicky frogs have settled down for the time being. But I'm not complaining. That was pretty nice, them serenading me to sleep last night. Oh my gosh. Oh, and had a nice little pleasant surprise when we got out of Red this morning with the fog over the top of the water, and hopefully the camera can pick it up, or it did when I filmed it this morning. how it's just kind of floating across the top of the water. That's pretty neat. Oh my gosh. But yesterday was a really good day. I'll say that all the way around. It was a little bit warm, especially late in the afternoon. The temperatures, I definitely felt the increase in temperature, but then, oh my gosh, pardon me, once that sun dropped down, it cooled down nicely. We had just a great night's sleep last night. Oh my gosh, that dinner turned out great too. For something that simple, man, it tasted great. The little sloppy Joe cheeseburgers. And I may have forgot to mention yesterday, but the bread, I was using Texas toast for the bread because it's a little bit thicker. You can use regular bread or whatever bread you prefer, but I found that works out the best because you remember, it's, as it says in its name, it's a sloppy Joe. And the thinner bread, oh man, it will definitely show you the sloppy side of that. Sorry, my friend's a little tongue-tied this morning. Oh. Well, my friends, I think I'm gonna finish off my coffee here before we get Red packed up. I'm in no real hurry, but we got to get the day going. So my friends, I just want to tell you how much I appreciate y'all coming along on my little camping adventures. I truly do. This was a pretty nice one. Just that great break we needed at the end of the week, just to detach and get away from everything, and just kind of, for me personally, it's just great to just kind of turn the mind off and come out here and just relax. Oh my goodness. So everybody out there, here's to you. Y'all take care, and as always, I'll see you soon.